Hello friends, let's take a look at Chainlink together. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks very much for joining me. I'm Rocky Outcrop. If this is your first video joining us, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Big love to everybody that's part of the community already. Thanks so much for joining in. So we're above the 236 on this Fibonacci retracement. That's good to see. We're above the 382 in this Fibonacci retracement. That's good to see. We have hit the 50% and then seen some negative price action. So in a sense, Dow Jones would be telling you, well, that's a typical area for things to retrace at. So let's kind of hope that what happens instead is that we stay above the 382. Why specifically would I mention that overall? Well, I've talked about this numerous times on the channel. I'm not Mr. Fibonacci over here, but if you're interested, taking it from the lows to the highs or whatever, you can quite clearly see that if the prices were to go below the 382, that would be the 236 equivalent, and you'd be looking at moving down below. You'd have a valid Fibonacci for downward price action. So let's hope that we see the prices manage to maintain themselves in this sort of 43,000 area over the weekend and looking towards targets like 44,000 towards the upside, so we can continue on up there. We've got various moving averages coming in below us, the 21, the 55. We've got the 50 simple moving average just kind of above where the current price action is. Let's try and see if we can just continue to go on up the way. Overall, I'm happy enough with this being another sort of higher low if we step up the way. Overall, though, the previous low is down here, so I would have to admit that it could still remain somewhat with a slightly bullish aspect overall in terms of looking at this thing, should the prices actually manage to stay above 39,000. But that sums us up there on that one. And this high versus this high is not divergent if you're looking at this as being an uptrend. It's convergent. Looking at the dollar prices in terms of the divergence and whatnot, the RSI is actually somewhat slightly divergent, looking between this high and this high, and the stochastics isn't, and the MACD just manages to scrape through as not being divergent either. But the RSI kind of is, but we're looking at this and asking, is this a sort of fallen wedge formation? In which case, maybe this is going to have a positive potential turnaround on it. Overall could happen, but we'll have to look towards, can we stay above the neutral line, etc., etc. We'll make it into the bullish control zone, break up above this area, and maybe make it up towards the top side of this, and all of that would come in and around us seeing the prices going up above $4.12 in general, sort of opening and closing on a daily time frame above there. Overall, I'm happy enough should the prices stay above 370, as we've been talking about for quite the longest time really now. And the next target after sort of the 315 area is, of course, up in that 420 blaze it zone. So anyway, that's really just going to do us for today, and just keeping things brief over the weekend. I hope you have a really fantastic weekend out there. Thanks so much for tuning in. Of course, in yesterday's video there's a lot more detail for all of the different coins, and I highly recommend that you watch them and all the rest of it. Join us in the Discord. You can discuss things with me directly there. If you want more questions answered and whatever else, you can leave comments down below. Happy enough to read them and answer them and all that sort of stuff. So please do hit like and subscribe and all the rest of it, and welcome to the family. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next episode.